So hey guys, what's up? It's your favorite cousin, and you already know I'm back with another video. And before we get started, I want to just give my thanks and appreciation for those who have taken the time to watch our videos. Over here we are a family full of just cousins. That's it. No other family members, just full of cousins. And I want to come on here this evening to encourage you, as I always try to do. So we're going to get straight into it. So the reason why they are jealous of you, part two. And as we talked about in part one, you have that it factor. You have that glow about you. It's just something about you. And it's not um financial gain. It's not what you have, material things. It's how you adjust to life and anything that you may have went through or anything that you may have suffered through, and you still can have a warm heart. You still can love. You still can smile and be silly and just be yourself. Whereas a lot of times these people may have gone through the same things that you have went through, or even worse, whatever the case may be, and they are bitter, they are upset, they allow that problem to suck the life out of them, and it manifests in a way as to it reflects on their attitude and how they present themselves to the world. And they are constantly comparing themselves to other people and their lives and what they have going on. And they're in secret competition, especially with you, because they're trying to see, why are you so happy? Why do you constantly have a smile on your face? Why do people gravitate to you? How can you be so sure that everything's going to be okay when you are not in control of tomorrow? And that's typically where it comes from. But what they don't understand about you is, yes, you have been through things, but you have always understood that God has brought you to it and he will bring you through it. And the difference between you and them is you have faith and you believe. Now, if they were to change and have faith and believe and build their relationship with God as you're doing or trying to do in the process of doing, then they will not allow the things that happen that are out of their control affect them in such a way where it manifests to, them being bitter, angry, and mean towards other people. But a lot of these people saw this light in you even when you were a child. Even when you were a child. Have you ever heard someone say, I knew you were going to make it. I knew you were going to do something great with your life. I knew, or, people who may have known you and they see you now and they're just like, I'm just so proud of you. And, those things genuinely happen to people like you. And I just want you to know that it's not what's on you. It's not what you have. It's what's in you. And what's in you is God, is Jesus. And you are determined not to allow this world to suck you dry to the point where you despise everything or everyone, despise getting up in the morning. So just think about that. It's just something they say, it's something about you, and they said, they can't put their finger on it or whatever, but you're saying, I know it's simply God, because you understand that without him you wouldn't be where you are today. And you question yourself, like, why is this person jealous or envious of me when all I've done is be nice, or when all I've done is try to be there and have empathy and understand? Because You know what being alone is. You know what hurt is. You know what anger is. You know what disappointment is. But you figured it out, and it's simply Christ. It's not this big bang theory. It's not this big, oh my God, you know? And you get out there and you put your best foot in front of the other every day. Are you perfect? No. But they look at you as being perfect because they don't see the times that you cry, the prayer. They don't see your prayer life, or they don't see the things that you go through or you've been through. They can't pinpoint all of those things. So instead of, saying, hey, let me try this God this person is talking about, or this God this person is mentioning, because I understand if he can do it for him or her, he can do it for me. Instead of them doing that, because they don't want to give up the things that they know that God will ask them or have asked them to give up, they want to be envious of you because they didn't do the work. So we come to you, and how do you deal with these situations? You simply don't. You simply don't. You pray for people, you wish them the best, but you have to understand that it's a choice that they have to make. You can't make it for them. You can't push them to the altar. You can't force them to open their Bibles. They have to come to God when they are ready, just like you had to when you were ready. The only thing you can do is show by the evidence, meaning show by the actions of what God has done for you in your life, meaning you have been through a lot and you going through a lot, but you still are happy. You have faith. And instead of them getting jealous and angry and envy of you because you've lost more than they lost, because they have more than you, then maybe that a switch will turn on and they will try God themselves. But until then, you can't worry about these people. And I'm not saying don't have interaction with them, because, and let's be true, we all need people. But as far as a close relationship, see, the thing about it is corrupt behavior will interrupt what God has for you. And you don't want that to happen. It's not that you feel like you're better than these people, or you're on a different level, or whatever the case may be. Like I said in the last video, you're trying to outgrow your generational curses. And those who are envious and jealous will take this, and they will be angry and bitter and feel like it's a direct what's the word I'm looking for? A direct slide, or it's about them and it's not about them. It is not about them. It's about you, your peace, and just where you are in your life and where God has placed you. Because remember, when you went through hard times and you had to question yourself about where you were going, and be honest with yourself about who you are in that moment today and how you got to that point, those people wasn't around. All you had was God. So now that you have these issues, or when things come up, and when you go into prayer instead of asking or what somebody else think, or what is somebody else's opinion about what God is telling you, or God has put you in that time frame. So, you can't worry about it. You pray for them and you let them live their lives. Because ultimately, when we disrupt the plan God has for certain people, we can be hindering them from not being saved, because we want to rescue them and we want to be there for them and we want to save them. And so it's like you have to know when to move and when not to move. You have to know when to show up and when not to show up. But back to the subject, because I got off the subject, but I'm saying, don't worry about these people. Don't worry about their envy. Don't worry about their jealousy. Limit as much time with these people as possible, and keep being your great self. And if you are going on this journey alone, if God has you in isolation right now, when it's time for you to come out, he will place people into your life, or you will find groups of people who are more like-minded, like you. And that is the purpose for this video, this lane of YouTube, you know, just to have motivation and be a part of something that is growing and challenging in a good way, and just showing up and being the best you. And you do that by connecting with other videos like this, or with people that can, you know, or with people who have been where you've been, or who's going down the same path. It's going to work out for you. And I love you guys, and that's all I have for this video.